Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another 7 o'clock bedtime stories. Here are the children I'm saying hello to today. Hello, Ethan, and hello, Jacob. Hello, Sophia, and hello, April too. Hello, Holly, and hello, Isaac. Hello, AJ, and hello, Alia. Hello, Jensen, and hello, Harvey. Hello, Joshua, and hello, Isabel. Hello, Emily, and hello, James. Hello, William, and hello, everyone. And a very special hello today to Ava. So thank you, Ava, for leaving a big bag of books for me. That means I can share all of those books with everybody that watches the video. So thank you very much. That's really kind of you, and a lovely surprise. So last night you got voting, and you were voting for this story. You all voted for this story. It was a very popular one. It's called A Quiet Night In by Jill Murphy, and it comes from the Large Family collection. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I love these books, and this is one I had not heard of before. So thank you, Isaac, for letting us borrow this one. And I'm sure it's going to be great. So here we go. Here's the first picture of the Large family. I'll move it a little bit closer. Ooh, of the Large family all getting ready for school. I want you all in bed early tonight, said Mrs. Large. It's Daddy's birthday, and we're going to have a quiet night in. Can we be there too? Asked Laura. No, said Mrs. Large. It wouldn't be quiet with you lot charging around like a herd of elephants. But we are a herd of elephants, said Lester. Smarty pants, said Mrs. Large. Come on now, coats on. It's time for school. So Mum and Dad are just wanting to have a nice quiet night in. I wonder if they're going to get a chance to do that. That evening, Mrs. Large had the children bathed and in their pyjamas before they had even had their tea. They were really cross. It's only 4:30, said Lester. It's not even dark yet. Well, it will be soon, said Mrs. Large grimly. She's trying to get organised, isn't she? Ready for the quiet night in. After tea, the children set about making place cards and decorations for the dinner table. Then they all tidied up, and Mrs. Large tidied up again. I wonder why she had to tidy up after the children had tidied already. Perhaps they didn't do a very good job. Oh dear, can't turn the page now. Oh, here we are. Mr. Large even, arrived home looking very tired. We're all going to bed, said Lester. So you can be quiet, said Laura. Without us, said Luke. Shh, said the baby. Happy birthday, said Mrs. Large. Come and see the table. Mr. Large sank heavily into the sofa. Oh, it's lovely, dear, he said. But do you think we could have our dinner on trays in front of the TV? I'm feeling rather tired. Oh dear, look, Mum's made all that effort and the children made all the effort to make the table look lovely for when Dad comes home. And all he wants to do is slob out on the sofa. Maybe you have days like that too. Okay. Of course, said Mrs. Large. It is your birthday. You can do whatever you want. We'll help, said Luke. The children ran to the kitchen and they brought in 2 trays. I'll set them up, said Mrs. Large. We don't want everything landing on the floor. Maybe she doesn't trust the children to be organised and put things on the tray. Oh. Can we have a story before we go to bed? Asked Luke. Oh, please, said Lester. Go on, Dad, said Laura. Just one. Story, said the baby. Oh, all right, said Mr. Large. Just one then, Lester chose a book and they all cuddled up on the sofa, ready for bed. Mr. Large opened the book and he began to read. One day, Binky Bus drove out of the big garage. Hello, he called to his friend Mickey Milk Float. I don't like that one, said Laura. That's a boy's story. Look, said Mr. Large, if you're going to argue about it, you can all just go straight to bed without any story. So they sat and they listened while Mr. Large read to them. Oh dear, look, everyone's starting to get angry. Laura was not a fan of that book, was she? And Dad was probably just looking forward to having a quiet night in. After a while, he stopped. Go on, Daddy, said Luke. What happened after he bumped into Danny the Dustcart? Did they have a fight? Asked Lester. Look, said Laura. Daddy is asleep. Shh, said the baby. Oh no, he's fallen asleep before the children and they just wanted a quiet night in front of the sofa, in front of the TV rather. Mrs. Large laughed. Poor Daddy, she said. Never mind, we'll let him snooze a bit longer while I take you all up to bed. Will you finish the story, Mum? Said Lester. We don't even know what happens at the end, said Luke. Oh, please, said Laura. Story, said the baby. Move up then, said Mrs. Large, and she picked up the book and she began to read it. Watch where you're going, Dustcart, said Binky. Just then, Pip, the police car, came driving by. That's all part of their story, not our story. Oh no! After a while, Mrs. Large stopped reading. What's that strange noise? Asked Lester. It's Mum! She's snoring, said Luke. Daddy's snoring too. They must be so tired, said Laura kindly. Shh, said the baby. The children crept off the sofa. They fetched a cover and they tucked Mr. and Mrs. Large in. The children were putting their mum and dad to bed. That is funny, isn't it? Look. Oh, they look really cosy. We had better put ourselves to bed, said Lester. Come on. Shall we take the food up with us? Asked Luke. It is on trays, and it would be a shame to waste it, said Laura. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Anyway, they just wanted a quiet night in. Shh, said the baby. They got a quiet night in the end, didn't they? The end. And look, the children have all gone off with Mr. and Mrs. Large's special dinner. And poor Mum and Dad had fallen asleep before they'd even had a chance to enjoy some peace and quiet from the children. Thank you, Isaac. That was a good one. You were right. I did like it. So tomorrow night's choices are these ones. We've got another one from Isaac, and it's about a balloon called Gordon. Gordon's Great Escape. And it's made by the same authors that wrote Soup Potato, if you know that one. So that one is Isaac's choice for tomorrow. And this one, which looks very funny, from Ava, and it's called Elephants in the Custard. Sounds very bizarre. Haven't read that one yet either. They're your choices for tomorrow. Get voting on Twitter, and hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.